Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Vine videos were so much funnier and original than TikTok videos. The reason I like Vine and not TikTok is because Vine was actually original. Every Vine was original. There wasn't a trend that everyone copied. Vine was so much funnier and more original than TikTok, and I miss TikTok can't be better than Vine, because Vine was dead-ass 99% original. Vine was more original. TikTok is a bunch of people doing the same. Vine content was always original, even if it was Vine was more original. You couldn't just edit shit into a joke. What I really prefer about Vine over TikTok is Vine had mostly original audio.
So recently 9/10/21 Day was celebrated in honor of the iconic Vine. I'm sure you've all seen it. And this once again sparked the age-old debate, Vine versus TikTok. People have always been, this has been a common thing for a while. Everyone says that TikTok was always better than Vine. And up until recently, I have been one of those people. It's pretty easy to look back on Vine with really, really heavy rose-tinted glasses. They are some of the most universally loved and quoted videos of all time on the internet. There's a level of nostalgia that goes into reminiscing on Vine that I think makes people believe it was better than it actually was. For starters, you didn't use the app, right? You watched compilations, at least I did, watch compilations on YouTube of all of the best ones, so you didn't have to sift through the garbage on the app. That's the reason Vines got so iconic, was because you would see them on the compilations over and over again on YouTube. And so they would just burn in your head, and that's why everybody remembers them. I just want to be clear, I'm not a TikTok guy either. I don't really use TikTok that often. Between Twitter and Reddit and YouTube, I've plenty of distractions already. I want to make this as impartial as possible. I'm not trying to determine which one is definitively better. I just think Vine deserves some sort of critical analysis after so many years of people putting it on this pedestal.
Hey dog, you get some ice cream? Only a spoonful.
The main thing that set Vine apart from YouTube as a completely separate medium was the simplicity of it all. With Vine, there was no editing. Sure, you could put in music and sound effects or whatever, but it was just, you couldn't rely on edits to be funny. You either were or you weren't. And because of this limitation, people got really creative. And we all know how YouTube feels about creativity. So there's this argument that because TikTok has all these effects and stuff that Vine didn't have, that it relies more on format heavy stuff and isn't as creative as Vine was. And because Vine didn't have all that stuff, it was more original. That's kind of the clear-cut take. This was until 2014 when Vine allowed users to upload videos outside of the platform, which means you could just edit a video and then put whatever you wanted on Vine. And then, in 2016, they increased the video length cap from 6 seconds to 140. What I'm saying is, especially to the end of Vine's lifetime, the similarities between it and TikTok start to blur the line a little bit.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
TikTok steals jokes and is more format heavy than Vine. But here's the thing. People have been stealing jokes since the beginning of time, and when the internet came around, it's been even more prevalent. Vine is not an exception to this. People stole shit all the time. You don't need video editing just to tell the same joke somebody else made.
Psych. Fucking sick.
And also, Vine did have formats, okay? Why do you think the sound is so iconic? Because Viners used the shit out of it.
So y'all good.
But she unfollowed him.
And there's plenty of other examples too, I'll show right now.
No, God, please, no, no, no.
This back to school season.
No, God, please, no, no.
Don't drop that. Hey, don't drop that. Don't drop that.
Don't drop that dirk. Hey, don't drop that dirk.
Let me be clear. I don't think formats are necessarily a bad thing, but let's stop pretending Vine didn't have this problem.
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
The iconic Vines. Everybody talks about when they refer to Vine as the iconic ones. I know I've been really critical of Vine in this video so far, but obviously it revolutionized internet humor, and we would miss out on a lot of really big modern YouTubers if it weren't for their startup on Vine. For better or worse.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Despite all the toxicity and discourse I feel plagues the internet these days, this handful of iconic quotable Vines are one of the only things I feel like are universally loved on the platform. There's a reason why this Vine versus TikTok debate is still going on today, because the top Vines are quoted all the time today. They're still funny, they're still fairly relevant, they're timeless. But the vast majority are not.
Get the wheels on the bus! Way to go, Paul!
Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you have actually sat down and watched a Vine compilation. And not the like best of all times 20 million view Vine compilations, the best of November 2013 Vine compilations. Because this was me doing research watching that video.
How most guys talk to girls. Hey, what's up? How I talk to girls.
What you do.
Oh my god, yes, I do!
Oh, calm down, bitch. I'm just tying my shoelace and put the flower back in the vase and need some water.
I didn't want to bring this up too early, but the hard truth is, comedy ages really fast. And on the internet, even faster. So jokes from 2014, 2015, 2016 aren't going to be enjoyed the same way they are in 2021. Unless it's slapstick, because slapstick comedy is timeless.
No! Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. What do I do?
I feel like even some of the ones people do still talk about aren't even as funny as I remember them being. I think people enjoy them because they remember how funny they were, as opposed to how funny they are now. If a Vine re-enters the mainstream now, it's through like 7 layers of irony.
Guacamole.
My ass itch, and I'm talking.
The internet was just a lot less cynical 6 or 7 years ago. And I know that doesn't sound like that long ago, but just trends come and go really fast in the internet, and it's becoming faster and faster. Like a meme that would be popular in 2016 will last maybe around like a month on average. In 2021, it's like a week at best. Unless it's Among Us, because that shit will just never die. I don't know how on earth Among Us is still a meme. Now, is it unfair of me to compare 7-year-old jokes to modern ones? Yes. Yes, it is. Which is why the whole Vine versus TikTok debate doesn't really work.
Something came in the mail today.
Yeah, I did.
These nuts. Got him!
It's like comparing apples to oranges, right? Vine and TikTok. Because they never existed at the same time, it's really hard to compare them at all. Okay, hear me out on this. If you were to strip away all the topical influences of Vine and all the topical influences of TikTok and get to the essence of what the platforms are, they're the same. They're both platforms for short-form comedy where one video can blow up out of nowhere if it's creative enough. Both have problems with overused jokes and following trends of the time. There's a reason why videos like TikToks that radiate Vine energy have 20 million views. The target audience hasn't changed. It's kind of like that meme where you never see Miley Cyrus or Hannah Montana in the same room together because they're the same person. The name's different, and it's updated a bit for the faster pace of the modern internet, but TikTok is Vine. What about Byte? I see people say Vine's better than TikTok and that they miss it a lot and that they wish it came back and yada yada. But the thing is, it literally did. One of the co-founders of Vine, yes, the co-founder of Vine, released Byte in January of last year. Not only did he directly say it was meant to be like Vine was in the good old days, but the working title was literally Vine 2. You might be thinking to yourself, well, I haven't heard of Byte. What is Byte? That's because it flopped hard. This is what happens when you put a 2016 format on a 2021 app. The format needed to evolve along with the internet, and the niche that Vine created back in 2012 has now been filled by TikTok. TikTok has replaced Vine culturally. They do the same thing for the internet culture that it was a part of. While they're not literally the same type of app or even owned by the same people, they fill the same cultural void that Vine left in 2017. Like, okay, this is crazy. Did you know that TikTok has overtaken YouTube in average watch time per viewer in both the US and the UK? So I think it's safe to say that TikTok isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
That kind of looks like the battle pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like the battle pass.
Does look like the battle pass.
Definitely a battle
That
pass.
shit look like the battle pass.
That's what I'm saying.
Google, show me this guy's balls.
Obviously, I'll see reposted TikToks on like Twitter or Reddit or stuff that people just send me or whatever. But I didn't just make this video to just dunk on Vine. I thought I would offer a more nuanced approach to an argument that people seem for the most part pretty binary on. I hope maybe if you had reservations about TikTok and you've been holding out that it's not the same as Vine, I hope this maybe kind of changed your perspective a little bit. I don't plan on using TikTok now after this. It's still too much for me. I think it gives me a new appreciation for the platform because, you know, Vine was such a huge deal for the time. If you can't tell, I ran out of script. Yeah, so thanks for listening to my little rant about Vine, and what would you like to order?